Tell us about Banned Book Week. What is the purpose of it? And what are you hoping that everyone, especially the school executive boards that are enforcing these bans and young adults, get out of this?
So Banned Books Week is an awareness building event that has been taking place in libraries for many years. It's really only in the past several years that it has gained much prominence because of the number of books that are being banned. So 25, 30 years ago, when we would have banned books events, the books that were being banned were things like Harry Potter, because people thought it promoted the occult. There were books like that. Today, however, there's been a multifold increase in the types of books being banned. And unfortunately, the vast majority of books that are being banned are targeting LGBTQIA individuals, Black individuals. It's a suppression of stories that I think irks me the most, and it's a fundamental violation of the First Amendment. So what DC Public Library is doing is working with libraries around the country to raise awareness about banned books and how pernicious it is and how it's a real step towards authoritarianism. And it's something that we all need to be concerned about. In Washington, D.C., there are no books being banned. The library doesn't ban books here. None of the residents in Washington, D.C. want our books banned. But we do work as part of a collective, and the awareness that we need to raise is for everyone. What's interesting about Washington, D.C. is that there are many residents in this city who do not live here full-time. So we do have a platform by which we can reach people from all 50 states who live here temporarily as part of an administration, or visitors who might be tourists. And so doing events like the event that we're doing this afternoon, I think really helps open people's eyes to the fact that this is a serious issue.
Yes. Thank you so much for that answer. And why do you think it's important to have banned books incorporated into middle school and high school curriculums, especially with the states that do ban them mostly?
Well, it's important to have banned books in our curriculum because they shouldn't be banned. And the books that are being banned, again, they tell stories of voices that are often marginalized. And it's really dispiriting to have, teens especially, who are trying to figure their lives out, right? They don't know what they want to be. They don't know a lot about the world, but they are reading to gain knowledge and to gain understanding and to gain to learn from people who might have struggled like they have struggled. And so silencing voices just creates a situation where people are sort of left to their own devices, wondering if there's something wrong with them or something of that nature. It's really, again, especially for kids, important that they be given access to as many points of view as humanly possible.
Thank you. What is your perspective on banned books and the limitations put on them? You kind of went over that a little bit, but
Okay.
Can you go more into why is it important to have stories represented like LGBTQIA plus stories and also Black and Brown stories?
Sure, I'll maybe rephrase. The stories that are and books that are being banned or being challenged around the country are absolutely targeting individuals who may identify as LGBTQIA. And what that leads to is a scenario where you've got a small number of people who are pushing a certain agenda, an agenda that conforms with something heteronormative or something that is largely white, and it creates an environment that is really dangerous, frankly, because it is silencing voices, it is silencing our First Amendment rights, and something that, again, shouldn't be done.
Do you have anything that you would like to add?
Much of the dialogue in the news regarding banned books is focused on libraries and schools. However, it is also an issue in our public libraries. And in some ways, that could even be more dangerous because public libraries are free and open to everyone. And if books are banned, or if authors are discouraged from even publishing or writing because their stories won't be told, that's access that the public library will not be able to provide. So it is really important for public libraries to lean into this issue as well.
Thank you.